and I'm gonna show you a good grinding spot and a good way to beat the third boss without having to do a lot of like running around and farming and stuff. So before I had the Fractal Revel, this is a exclusive, or this is a weapon that you get at the end of the game. I've been using this. At the first time, when I first got to the third boss, I was stuck on the Pax Penetrator. Impenetrator. And I got that. And I started doing a lot of farming between the second and third boss. In between those bosses. And you see I have the Gorgon's arm set and everything. I originally started off with this set. So there's an easy way to get all the parts without having to do a lot of work. And it has to pertain to you being in the second area.
Come back anytime.
Where the med bay, between the med bay and the two guys. So after you defeated the second boss, you get kind of pissed off that the third boss is kicking your ass so much. All you have to do in order to get a good set, and the reason I say the Gorgon set is one of the best, is one, wearing a full set of this set, it grants increased stamina regeneration. Like, watch. I'm gonna waste all my stamina running in circles here. And normally it takes a long time to get all your stamina back in a fight. And I stop, and look, instantly recharged. This set is one of the best. Plus it provides more defense than most people give it credit for. It actually is a higher set. I don't know about the black servers because I haven't got the complete set. But this Gorgon set is one of the best. And you can farm it by going back to the drone registration. Between this, there are there's two of these guys and a spider. If you hate the spider, just pull this guy away and you should be safe. I kind of screwed with this by pulling the Gorgon guy. Now, in order to kill the spider, just aim for the tail and let him wail away, and then pop him twice in the leg, or a third time in the leg area, and it goes down like potato. And then you get an auxiliary core, which is about 2,000 scrap, plus killing that guy is about 9,000, and here's the second guy. He should always have a headpiece and an arm piece. And I fucked that up, but I'm sorry about that. But if you die and you come back, every time they'll have a new set piece, which is a good thing. Because you can die and come back. But the nice thing is, you just keep dying for a certain piece that you want. Say you want the head piece, or the leg piece, or the chest piece. Certain times they're only going to have it if you die and come back. Like, that guy only had the arm pieces and the head piece. And I need the chest piece. And these are, and in between the second and third boss, this is a those are Mark 3s and Mark 4 items. So, say you need to get, you want higher defense and everything. You're going to have to, like, I have 210. Say I need the Mark 3s and Mark 4 items. And if this elevator would stop glitching out and let me go up. Hello? That's the other problem I have with Surge. Your elevators should have a button on the other side just so you can go up. It's like, okay, I am stuck in the animation. But every time, all you have to do in order to pick this fight or get a good set. Oh, he's not here anymore. Ah, now I found another glitch in this. Sometimes they won't reset. You might have to kill the one guy in order to get him to reset. Which sucks. So, this is the best farming spot, is to come back and forth between this, because you get heals. Say you have a lot of, that you don't have a lot of healing items. This is the best place. Plus you get 3,000, 4,000 a kill for each of those guys. Plus the big guy is a 2,000 kill plus 4,000 scrap. So, this is a good grinding spot in the beginning of the game. And also, it's just not that far away. So you go in, you reset, grab your med bay, and say you need to like I said, plus these auxiliary cores are good for early game. Plus, they give you 9 plus auxiliary. So say you need more power for your core. They give you 9,000 extra points for that. So, or
Come
9
back
extra points. It
anytime.
does not change the fact of the number. It does not add, so you can do your do those little nano core things, the 85s and stuff. It does not add on those. You have to level up manually to do that. The cores only give you extra space in order to use core consumption. Like I said, these are good for if you want to get to your vital injectors and all them, the higher level ones, because it'll give you more space, plus it'll give you more chances to put the heavier gear on. So you come back up. Oh, look, he's back. And he's changed. He has a new piece of armor. All he is head and legs. So let him pick a fight. And say, I want his head now. Whoa. And there's easy ways to get around the spider guy. One is you let him jump towards you, a little bit of glitching. But the tail is always what you're going to want. And again, I screwed that over because I did not wait. But like I said, if you're having the same trouble that I had in the very beginning of Surge, your best bet is to literally just go back in between Central Production B, which is in the beginning area, right where you get on the train from the first boss to the second. These guys will not be here during the second or the first boss after you've defeated them, or the second. You have to beat the second boss, come back, and do this. And it is a perfect way to just farm up scrap. And if you hadn't noticed, I lost 38 scrap, or 3,800 scrap. That was from the one guy. There are 2 of them, plus the big drone. That is a lot of XP early on. And say you want to farm the shit out of them. The guys aren't hard. You just gotta back around, try to get them away from their spider. And that's the problem. I'll always have that problem, is trying to get them away from their spider. And for some weird reason, normally it resets them all even after the spiders killed me. But for some weird reason, it's not. Yeah, once the spider loses its arm, it's pretty much done for. Just let it jump, wail at you a little bit. And a good 3 taps or 4 taps. Just let it screw around. And that's another 3,500 scrap. I'm already at 9,000. Here's another. And does he have the body part? He has the body part. And so I can grab his body part and just screw around with him. And these guys are not that hard, especially if you separate them from each other. You might have noticed them hanging around early game. If you separate them from each other, you can literally change how the game flows. Just separate them, fight them. 13,000 scrap early game. No huss, no fuss. Just go back downstairs, go back to the med bay, which is not even that long a run, and just keep going back and forth. Grind up the marks. Well, since I'm in New Game Plus, this is marks. It goes from 5 Mark 5s. That is in the beginning, and then you go to New Game Plus. There are Mark 10s, so it increases. And as you can see, I get 3 extra things, and I'm just feeding myself, and I can just keep going back and forth. Just if you don't like that idea, just go for the same body part over and over. That way you get 6 scrap every time, or 6 of the body parts, the regulators, the head pieces. You just gotta keep doing the same thing. And like I said, those implants, the auxiliary ones that I've been collecting from the spider robots, are +9s. Early game, they're still +9s. So if you're having as much difficulty as I was in the beginning, this is the best way to literally do it. And with the Gorgon set, it's almost impossible to stop with the regeneration. Like, I can just bounce around and get a lot of my regeneration right back. But New Game Plus, they always tend to screw with me. And like I said, this doorway, you have to kind of glitch them into coming this way. If you don't want to fight them with the spider, just try to get them to wail right through. And as soon as they do that, they go through the door. And there goes another arm piece. I got another regular, 3 regulars, and tungsten because of the weapon. So now I have the weapon, tungsten. Now, and here comes the spider, and he's gonna jump. And tail. And all my regeneration. And he's gonna jump, but he's not worth my time. And there we go. Plus grab what his tail dropped. His tail is a perfect spot for farming auxiliary cores. That's 2,000 scrap each auxiliary core. And you just keep rinsing and repeating. And you'll just be grinding this out. The bosses will become much easier. Like, I can tell you, the third boss became so much easier with this gear on. Plus, with the defense that it provides, you take less damage from the arms. Plus, fourth boss, the Cerberus, or if you haven't gotten that far, sorry, spoiler. Also, the regular minions become way too easy after a while. If you use the Pax Predator, you become a lot better. But I have to say, the best one-armed rig is gonna be your Fractal Reaver. And when you get a little bit further in the game, you're gonna want the Kinetic Shield.
Good to see you.
So if you have any other questions, like where to find special weapons or easier ways of wielding these weapons, I will post another video to explain that. But like I said, see, I got 6 of those processor force regulators, and I just keep rinsing and repeating because it's a lot easier. And the defense, early game defense, this was like the best item. And all I need to do is keep rinsing and repeating. And you'll get, this is early game. You get level, in the early game you'll get a Mark III for this. Meaning you'll be already at that spot. And you'll already be doing enough defense. Plus the weapons are, the Fractal one will be a lot easier. It'll automatically give you a Mark III, which will make you better. And if you're smart, and you've started figuring out where to find the nano cores, which are in those little, or in the boxes with the heavier number for core power, you will definitely, you will upgrade yours to a Mark V, which it says right now is a Mark X, but you will get a Mark V. And you want to do that. You just want to feed as much into it as you can. And it makes it a lot easier for you. Even especially gamers who are hardcore about trying to beat bosses, but have like the whole, I am going to be very defensive. This armor provides the best defense in the game. I've heard a lot of people say it's crap armor, but it is one of the best. And I don't know why people give it shit. Because there is Cerberus, the Cerberus armor, which isn't that great. Or the Iron Man stuff. It's a great suit for the Iron Man, but it's not that great. All it does is provide better kinetic energy. If you're a very hard hitter, kind of tanky person that likes to take the hits and keep on fighting, this is the best one. And especially since it regens your stamina almost instantly. There's almost no time fracture. And a lot of people I see wear the Elite Hazardous suit and all that other shit. Sorry for my language. But if you want the better gear, this would happen to be one of them. And I just got all my health back. I'm not using the one thing where you take their... And again, rinse, repeat. And the spider is not that hard. A lot of people give it a lot of gripe, but all you have to do as soon as it launches itself, go up, spin, and do this. Just slide and slice twice, and then run back. As soon as its tail falls off, it's pretty much gonna just launch itself. It can't do anything else to you except launch. And that's the thing. You just want to screw with it. And the guards, these guys just like to use the little nano stun move. If you're having that much trouble with them, like with the nano stun move, just as soon as they hit you with it, try to back up from it. And the guys are not that hard. Just screw around with them a little bit, try to find their pattern. But they use the same pattern over and over again.
And for our children.
And if this style isn't yours, there are other types of armor that are good for, like, how do I say, health regeneration and all that. But I like the Gorgon. Black Cerberus I have not seen, or I have not completed the set. I have to go back and get it. In order to get those, you have to fight the 4th boss in order to get the Black Cerberus.
This is not a scheduled break time.
But then again, like I said, just if this is your kind of play style of rinsing and repeating, and you want to make your gameplay a lot easier early game, like I said, all the better suits and stuff. I have a rig that does 17. Plus, every time I go back, 3-3 instantly. And I'm almost got my regulators completed. All I need is the head pieces and leg pieces. For some weird reason, I'm glitched out for my legs. I have 2 left legs and 1 right leg. But it doesn't really bother me to the point of where I can just keep doing this over and over. And like I said, I've already got 3 arms. Those are Mark 9s. Those are from the regulators that I got from the guys. And like I said, they're not really that hard. But the guys that you fight will give you Mark 4s.
Look out for your fellow workers.
And
they look out for you.
If you're having as much trouble as I was in the first round of go through trying to beat the 3rd boss, it's all about defense, I would assume, because that and stamina. Jumping around is a lot easier away from the 3rd boss. And you just have to be prepared to spend a lot of time. And just doing this for a couple minutes is not long. Like I said. And bad drone. And grab it as soon as it sees me. It's stuck in a corner, probably the worst place to fight it. Now, also I wanted to do the little kickflip if I can get it. That's not the one I'm wanting. Have your little... Really? That's the other move. I was gonna say, in between that he can't do too much. And he's glitched. But this is a perfect time to steal his leg and stuff. And like I said, that's another great glitch. If you are having trouble with the spider, you can actually get him into this spot, but you have to be right here, and he has to be right at this Coke machine, and he'll launch himself towards you. You want to do that. And if you're having any more trouble with these guys, wait for that move. And I messed that up. And just keep wailing 4 times, and he can't stop. And he'll do the same thing over again. Sometimes he's smart enough. But you always want to wait for him to either do the toss move.
That's why you're here. To make a difference.
And like I said, they like to jump at you. So just back up as soon as they jump, then go forward.
That's why we're
And just slide right in. Give them a couple taps. Back up. And wait until that cut bar is complete. Your kinetic energy. And then slice them apart. And like I said, if you guys have any more questions about easier ways of defeating bosses, I have come up with a couple of tactics for beating the first, the second, third boss I'm still working on, but the first and second are a little bit easier to defeat them without having to use a lot of energy.
Hello.
It's more based off of how quick you want to beat them. And most people are always trying to beat the bosses a lot quicker and show that they can be defeated almost instantly. As you can see, I'm getting my stuff up. I only need 2 more rig regulators, and then I'll be a Mark 9 or Mark 8 for it, and then I'll be close to Mark 9. That way, when I go in the next area, I will be way above the curve. And another thing, like you see, and I said the nice thing about those spiders is if you cut the tail off and you kill them before their tail, doing this a bunch of times, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 4 times I've done that. That's 8,000 core power, and I got 95. And there's another slot on my rig. Like I said, just keep doing this and you'll just milk it out. And I could add more to, I could put another one of these rigs if I go and get one of those, more of those tails. And say you want more stamina. Do that. Or if you don't, you can add another, let's see, I'm 95 out of 106. Or wait, no, that's wrong. I'm 106. And I have 18 more plus because of the power thing. Because of these 2 auxiliary cores. So that means I have a little bit more power I can spend. I can't equip one of these vital injectors, but I could say I want to do one of these. These give you plus on your increases the weapon proficiency. So I do way much better.
Take care.
And I did this the whole entire game. I would rinse and repeat this from the second and third boss. I would just rinse and repeat. And I got probably, if you're early and you're doing this right, you're probably a 30 or 40 scrap tech core points. You could do this till about 85. Then it gets a little monotonous. But if you do New Game Plus, like I said, it should become a lot easier. And this guy's carrying a new weapon or a new item on him with the. So I want his head now because I've almost completed all my auxiliary stuff. And his head's mine. Quick and easy. 3,800 plus that. Then here comes the tail. And if that tail gets looking right at you, if it's about to wail, you hit it once, it should be good. As long as the lightning, you go around it, you're pretty much set. And there's some scrap. That was another 3,000. There's another 2,000. Plus whatever the scrap. And aim for the body. Give him no leeway. And jump. And another chest block. And there you go. Simple, easy, quick and painless. And even if you die and you come back, it doesn't take that long. It does not take that long just to get all your scrap back. And I think this was meant to be an easy way of grinding out that way between the second and third boss. You don't have to like cry about how unfair the game is. You can literally just go in between that area, come back, go back up, farm it up, get another auxiliary core, get a bunch of points. And this armor set is perfect for those who just like want to play defensive tank. See? And say, it says I need more points. Auxiliary. And there we go. And since I don't need a lot of this stuff because I'm running around with it. And upgrade the headpiece. I know that whole negative point percentage and drain, or the drone percentage, but I would think that would be a good thing. Even if it's 4%. These guys, this armor is literally one of the best I've seen. And 220, my armor set. And like I said, I have two of those weird setups. I don't know why it's like that. But all you have to do from the whole entire game, if you're stuck between the third boss, do that.
Happy
So
to
this is
help.
Wildcloud FF7. Hoping your day is sunny and that there is no rainy clouds in your game. Signing off.